Yo, what's good, everybody? Y'all know what it do, what it don't. It's your boy Ryan on Millennials in Motion, where we give that real, relatable, and entertaining spill on adulthood from the 90.5 Flavor Station. And today we got...
Y'all already know who it is. It's your boy Molly Mall from the 305, a.k.a. Mr. Bring the Campus Alive, the hottest personality on 90.5 The Flavor, man. And like my boy Ryan said, we're back for another episode of Millennials in Motion. And I'm going to let the rest of my cast members introduce themselves.
Hey, y'all, it's Nyla.
Hi, everyone. It is Haji. I'm so excited to be here. I miss everybody so much, so I just can't wait to get into these topics.
Okay.
What's up, y'all? You know, it's your girl, Brianna J. We back again for another installment of Millennials in Motion, so let's get to it.
For sure. And before we get into it, we got our two guests here. I'm going to let the guests introduce themselves, tell them a little bit about themselves before we get into the real spill.
Yo, what it do? It's your boy Huncho from Pope Boy Huncho, to be exact, from the 863. You already know what's going on. It's nice to be on the show, and I'm excited to really get into it with y'all.
For sure.
Hey y'all, I'm Ashton. I keep it live on 90.5 on Thursday nights. We're on air with Ash, and I also have my own podcast under the Twit XL. I'm excited to be here and talk with you guys today.
Okay, for sure.
Before we get started, Ashton, what is Under the Twin XL about? I'm very curious. The name caught my attention.
Under the Twin XL, we talk about college, how we adjusted to college, because my co-host and I are freshmen, so how we transitioned into college, relationships, finding friendships, how that's kind of hard on the HBCU campus. We talk about how hair can affect how you feel, emotions, you know. We really just sit on the mic, we just talk about pretty much anything, you know.
Shout out to them. Shout out to y'all.
Cool. Tap
Love
in. Y'all got an Instagram page?
We do. Follow us at Under the Twin XL, please, and thank you.
There you go. Class of
in.
26 showing out once again.
Oh, Lord.
I don't know what you're talking about because y'all learned it from us.
I didn't learn nothing from y'all.
Yeah, okay.
But okay.
Thank
The best
you.
class.
Anyways. Haji, they don't know that 24 the real class.
They don't know about 24, bro. We crawled, so y'all
Yeah,
can walk.
we don't know nothing about the
Y'all don't know nothing. Y'all don't know.
25
Y'all don't
and
know
I'm
nothing.
24.
Y'all don't know nothing about having to walk to get COVID tested, waiting 48 hours to get your
so
results
y'all
back.
can be successful and y'all have the true
Y'all don't know nothing about
we
that.
did not have.
Y'all don't know nothing about having to. Y'all.
Okay,
Man,
all right.
please,
Let's reel
man.
it back. Y'all want to do an icebreaker, or y'all just want to go straight into the topic?
We can do an icebreaker.
Yeah, we could do an icebreaker.
Okay.
Everybody just go around and say the guilty pleasure. I'm gonna start first. Mine is I love Taylor Swift's music, and I mess with Taylor Swift, so yeah.
A guilty pleasure.
A guilty pleasure?
Okay, I got two.
Okay, bet.
One of my guilty pleasures, I would say, recently I've been watching a lot of reality TV. Like I've been watching Perfect Match, Too Hot to Handle, Love Island.
You're bad. You're bad.
Do you watch The Circle?
Okay, I won't go that far. I won't go that far. That's a little
What's your
wild.
second one?
And then my second one is that my favorite foods, my favorite like snack combination, it's kind of weird, but I love pickles. And then I love to wash it down with orange juice.
What?
That's so acidic.
That is kind of crazy.
That's crazy.
Like,
I'm curious.
what?
How did you even go about trying
me
that?
she probably did it by
Because-
accident one day, and then it was like, it was
My
good.
favorite juice is orange juice.
Me too.
So
Okay.
I would always love to drink it. And then I love pickles. Once I eat one pickle, like right now I'm not in a pickle mood. So if I eat a pickle, I'll be like, But if I'm in a pickle mood, I can eat the whole jar.
Well, you know they got them 2 for $5 at Publix right now.
For real.
It's a deal.
And you
going on.
know, in Texas, I don't know if y'all are aware of this, but
Oh, accent.
we do Kool-Aid pickles.
Yeah, I heard about them.
That's
But I don't like when
about pickles.
sweet and savory is mixed together.
No.
Like I don't even eat orange chicken.
What?
Like I don't like when sweet and savory mixed. I like one or the other.
That's funny.
I don't like that.
That's good.
Okay, next.
I don't know. My guilty pleasure is I love documentaries, all types, serial killer, random facts. I probably know more about, white people murdering their wives and stuff than I do know about school. So,
Okay.
Do you watch Planet Earth?
no.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Sorry.
I would say one of my guilty pleasures is most definitely Oreos. Like Oreo shakes, Oreo ice cream, Oreo, like that
What?
for sure. Like
Side
So
note.
how do you feel about the Cakesters?
cakes. What's the cakes?
Hate Oreos.
You finna make me
Cakesters,
mad.
the Oreos that's like this big.
Oh.
The
I ain't-
fluffy
Oh,
ones.
I've never tried one of those. To be honest
They
with
melt
you.
too quick.
I've never tried one.
Okay, here's
Right.
unpopular opinion. I like the thin Oreos more than I like the regular Oreos.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
those
you
are way
snap
better.
I
for
do.
sure. They way better.
Most
They
definitely.
last longer.
No, they don't. Not
Yes,
in my
they
crib.
do.
Not in my crib. Not in my crib.
So happy.
Another unpopular opinion: Adele can't sing.
You're tripping.
right.
You're actually
All right.
tripping.
Oh,
She
no,
can't, and I will argue that down.
No.
every
You're
time.
tripping.
The accent is what makes her sound like
They
she
gonna
can sing.
cancel
Oh my gosh, no.
The
okay,
accent is
who's
helping her.
next with their guilty pleasure? Cause no.
My guilty pleasure probably would be TikTok and gorgeous black women.
Why are you guilty?
Like a snapping sound effect.
You like
or
the white
something?
women in public, and you like the
Oh,
gorgeous black women
No,
on
it's
the
just
low?
like
Huh?
it's like an overwhelming like.
He's a weirdo.
Crazy.
All right, see now I'm not all right.
So weird. Don't say that.
Like you feel me? Cause now they trying to.
Now they gonna be
You
with
should
the-
already knew.
yeah,
You
bro.
should already
Like,
knew how that was finna go, bro.
You should have known.
My turn.
I didn't know we would have a turn. Go ahead, go.
My
The
guilty
gang's back
pleasure
together.
is my guilty pleasure is Hawaiian rolls and watching like hero stories on like well not necessarily hero but like I like Grey's Anatomy.
Oh no.
911, Station 19, like
Okay, 911 is a good show.
like I like to watch like firefighter, police, doctor type stuff like that and bread like Hawaiian rolls. Even them Texas Roadhouse rolls.
Nyla be laying in bed eating bread, watching Grey's Anatomy.
I do. That's exactly what I do.
How you eat bread and you so small?
I have no idea. Don't go nowhere.
y'all gotta watch her close friend. She be eating bread.
No, she was eating something.
Eating something random.
It was something weird.
something so
What was she
random.
eating?
Chipotle.
No, you was eating something
No,
weird.
it wasn't. It was something.
Small one. No, he
very-
be
it was
eating
something-
Chipotle every other day.
It was something very random, and I
Yeah.
was like, Nyla.
Oh no.
Put it down.
Please, I want to know what it is.
If I go through our Instagram DMs, I'll probably find it.
I'm
but-
gonna go look.
Okay. My guilty pleasure, it's kind of childish, but like I like watching cartoons. But like
I love cartoons.
the specific cartoons I'ma say,
I found it.
it's either SpongeBob, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles,
I love that.
or Power Rangers. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, I love Power Rangers.
But I like the older ones, like the new ones.
The old anime, what you call it? It's way better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the storyline way better, but I still rock with the Teen Titans Go. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Because
old Teen Titans
they
Go.
like
I
sitting in the like
the
morning.
old ones, but they look harder.
Like the new ones are like more like the sit down, you eating your cereal in front of the TV.
Yeah.
Like you really not paying attention to them for.
It's like background noise.
Most definitely. I like to add.
But the one
my
day you do
guilty
pay
pleasure for
attention.
Is
Okay, y'all.
Jordans.
Like Scooby Doo,
Mine
man.
too.
That show was a
Yeah.
mess.
Shoes, but
Scooby Doo.
The cartoon, that's a mess.
Scooby-Doo, Where are you?
Yeah.
That was good. Okay, Nyla was eating tortillas and Nutella.
Oh, I've
That's
done
what
that
it was.
before.
That's what
wait,
it
like
That's not
the-
bad.
Like chips or like
No,
tortillas?
like a actual.
yeah, like a little.
Like
Yeah, that's
actual
not
Nutella.
bad.
Yeah, Nutella taco.
I'm like
That's
ripping
not
it
bad
up
at
and
all.
I
Bananas, you
dip
gotta
it
throw
in
some
the
bananas
Nutella
in
and
there.
Uh-huh.
Y'all got some interesting
Then
combinations.
you fold it over and then
And
you
it's
put it in the fridge.
good.
Ooh, the fridge. I never did.
No,
the
I'm
fridge.
telling you, man.
Nutella, you got OJ and pickles.
Tortilla and Nutella's not. bad,
That's
though.
not. That's
I
that's
never-
nothing
I-
crazy.
The pickles and orange juice is wild.
Yeah, it is. Cause how's your throat not?
She had me at the pickles, but lost me.
Well,
off.
in other news, Cane's opens tomorrow.
Oh wow.
I don't.
I'm sick
I
of
don't
chicken
trust
in
all them chicken
Tallahassee.
spots. That's
I'm
why
sick of chicken in
I
Tallahassee.
wait till after
bro.
everybody done win already so that they can get the bad batches out. Because where's Tallahassee getting all this chicken?
Like they
from?
just opened a new chicken
It's fried
spot
chicken
like a few
Wednesday.
weeks ago,
They
bro.
give
I'm-
out
I'm
1,000
sick of
orders a day.
chicken,
Then we got a
bro.
wing stop. Then they still giving away wings at Rattler's Den. Then
They
they
do
still
got a
giving
point.
away wings in A-Town. Where they getting all this chicken from?
She got a point. I ain't gonna lie
Girl,
to you.
they
And
do
I don't want.
that.
I don't want to be the one to find out.
That's right.
So be safe, y'all.
Is Raisin Cane's? I mean, that's what it's called, Raisin Cane's.
I don't
Is it
know.
even worth it? Like I never had it.
Raisin
before.
Cane's
Am I
sound
missing
like a
something?
show.
It do sound like a show. I think it's Raisin Canaan, but we ain't gonna talk about that.
We just gonna go into the topics now.
Let's get it.
Haji, I'm gonna let you introduce your topic first.
All right, but my topic was asking, at what point do you stop supporting your partner's goals, whether that be athletics, their music career, or like anything else? And I don't really remember exactly what made me think of this topic. I was just thinking of stuff, but I'm gonna just give my answer to the question, and I guess we could all go one by one. So for me, I feel like I'm a pretty like eclectic person, so I'm down for whatever as long as it makes sense. But at the same time, I can't want your goal more than you do because I have a habit of getting over invested in things really fast. So like if I had a boyfriend and he wanted to be a rapper, but like I personally didn't like his music, I would still support his rap career because it's like somebody gonna like it, you know? But at the same time, I need to know that you're not just recording, just putting your music out. Like I want to see you promoting it, booking shows, trying to get yourself out there, even if you go into a library and singing to a whole bunch of kids, or like you go into a nursing home and you perform there, like I need to see the initiative. Now, a year later goes by and I didn't see none of that, and you're expecting me to like support it or still listen to your stuff or sample your stuff for you, I'm not gonna do it. So that's what I'm gonna say. As far as athletics, I feel like athletics is more concrete, because if you don't get drafted soon enough, then the age is beating you. It doesn't even matter what skill you have.
So if your man is saying right now that he want to go to the NFL, but
I'm sorry, Pookie.
you just gonna downplay him?
I'm not gonna downplay him. I'm gonna give him a little timeline because he got one for real. You rather the white man give you a timeline? I feel like, y'all already know, like being 30 is already kind of pushing it. But
being 30 trying to go to the NBA?
We're 20. I'm 21. So if I had a boyfriend and he was like 21, 22, and he was trying to go into the NFL, my first question is like, okay, well, what are you doing in college? Are you playing football in college?
Like, if you're not doing nothing right now.
And especially at FAMU, because it's like, this is a school where your academics matter a little more, because scouts are just now trying to look at HBCU football players. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to be like, okay, so what's your major? Are you really here for football? Because if you were only here for football, you should go somewhere else. That's how I would feel. Like, I'm not going to play the radio because my future is on the line if we're going to be together.
But why though?
Why what?
Why is your future on the line?
Because we're gonna.
Y'all gonna be together, but you should still have your own groove.
Right, I do, but you gonna bring me down. We both gotta.
That's a good point that he brings up, because that reminds me of the movie Acrimony, Tyler Perry. And if you don't know the movie, it's with Taraji P. Henson. She basically was with this guy since she was a teenager, and he was an inventor. And he had this invention that never freaking worked. So,
she stuck with him for like 20 years.
But she was like giving him money to put towards the invention, and it never worked, never got patent, never, ever, ever. They've been together for 30 years now, and finally she's like, I can't give no more. So she leaves. And then the next day, the invention starts working. And he blows up, makes millions of dollars, and he moves on. And she's like, oh, so you're not going to give me nothing back? Da-da-da.
Well, he cut her, the thing is, he cut her a check, but all I'm going to say is it's not even about the money at that point. Like, it's about the time. And you got to think about it. Like, she stuck by him, but when basically her mother died and she inherited a will, she invested that will into her husband, which I'm not going to say it was a wrong thing to do because that's your husband, but that's how I think of it. Like, if I'm seeing us as being a unit and we're going to, like, maybe one day be married and start a family, and you supposed to be in the NFL, if you can't commit to your own goals, how can you commit to me?
That's true. That's true. So, and then, in that sports realm, it is very, like, a lot to do. Like, you're not going to be home a lot, stuff like that. But I want to pose this question to you because this question seems kind of like very one-sided. So, like, I want to kind of get to the side where us as men could talk about it in the sense, like, what is equivalent to being a rapper, being a football player
for a woman,
because these situations are
IG model, singer,
IG model,
female rapper.
I mean, everybody want to be that. Everybody can be that in a sense, like what is big time, like, not saying that that's not valuable, but I'm saying, like, if you want to be a doctor,
if a girl wants to be a model,
I say content creator. That's hard. Like, you really have to put your mind into being a content creator, and I know a lot of people now are trying to, like, move over to that side. So, like, if your partner, like, says that she wants to do that, you need to make sure she has, like, a solid plan on how she's
most definitely,
like,
because especially when it's bringing no revenue, like, that's
sometimes even if you got the content, you might be boring, and
it's just not what
you want. That girl.
Yeah, you just don't hit.
That's okay.
But, like, is that still equivalent to someone making millions on a contract that they about to sign? And, like,
they not about to sign it. That's the thing.
But it's
the question is, how long are you willing to wait with your partner if they haven't accomplished their goal yet?
The problem is he's not even playing in the right league yet. Like, or to go to the NFL, NBA, be a rapper is this. Well, okay, no, I won't say be a rapper. Be a rapper is in his own category. But as far as athletics, that's a whole process that you need to start. If we're being honest,
you have to be bred. You have to be bred.
You can't just angle, like, you can't wake up and be like,
I want to play football today.
Some people are blessed enough to do that. I mean, okay, for example,
like, the Africans, like, no cap, like, foreign people, like, they never play football a day in their life, and then they come in the U.S. and they ball out.
I feel like it comes to thinking outside of the box too, and I guess that just comes to dating somebody who's open-minded, because being professional doesn't mean it has to be the NFL. You could play overseas overseas. You could play like
pro.
every
People
city
pro
has a
leagues,
league.
yeah,
Like you
very
could
true.
you could play. You know what I'm saying? There's other ways to go pro, but if I'm not seeing that within the next, I'm gonna say like 6 months, because like I feel like
But
time
does
is
that
valuable to
satisfy
me.
it? Being at that level, that pro, like does
6
that
months?
satisfy?
I need to see
making
you.
it?
I need to see you doing something. I need to see you booking a trainer or going. I need to see you every day doing stuff. But yeah, 6 months. I'm not saying he got to be in the league at 6 months. I'm just saying he need to be working toward that.
Are you
Don't be
saying
telling
that he's
me.
21 right now?
But he gets there. No, but he gets there, and then there's still like after that. Like he's doing what he's supposed to be doing. How long are you still gonna be around for that? That
Oh,
you know
like,
what I'm saying?
Like if he signed on to the city league, but he want to go
like
pro.
That we just determined that was pro, right? Like you're in the city, like you are pro. You know what I'm
I'll
saying?
be satisfied with that. I mean, that's what he want to do.
And I think that's a real answer, and I respect you for that, because I know that someone
But I'm
would
saying
be like,
if
that's
he
not
want,
enough
if he
because
keep
they're not
telling me
bringing that.
and he in JUCO, I'm gonna be like,
Oh yeah, no, he chill.
I'm gonna be like, yo.
Honestly, if he making money and he's happy, then I'm cool.
Yeah,
But if you're not making money,
How much money?
I don't care about how
enough-
many.
I feel like it has to be enough for us to balance. If we're living together, it has to be enough for us to balance out bills and everything
Yeah.
that we said we're gonna split 50-50 or whatever.
Especially because he'll be paying them all.
Do y'all believe? I was just about to ask that. Do y'all believe in the 50-50 rule?
No.
But we ain't gonna talk about. I guess that's not a topic for
Hell
right
no.
now. I guess.
I mean,
We've been over it every other week.
Beat a
Okay,
dead
but everybody
horse.
ain't answered the question. So Bree, how long you sticking it out till he
Okay.
reach his goal?
I'm 18 and what's the goal? Athlete? We talking athlete?
It could be anything. Athletic, music.
Their goals. They're specific.
Whatever goal they got.
Okay.
It could be to become a lawyer. Like, it don't matter.
Well, okay, it has to depend on the goal because
Yeah.
a lawyer,
Everything
that's
different. That's
I'm-
time.
a
It's more
lawyer-
attainable.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick out that. Like, 'cause
Okay.
everybody, if you really put that work in, you can be a lawyer.
Okay.
So do you feel
So
like
a
there's
music
a
career.
so
A music career.
A music career. If I'm listening to the music and I just know, cause I know music.
Right. Me too.
No, babe. No. So I would say when I met him, how many subscribers he had and how long he been doing it, I would weigh out maybe a year or two. If it still ain't going nowhere and that's all you're doing, you don't have no type of income, no type of nothing, you ain't got nothing going for yourself, you're just trying to focus on your music. I might be a little skeptical. You might have to spin the block on me and come back later.
Yeah.
I feel like that's valid.
When you get it together.
While you date other men that are actually talented.
I'll say this: when it comes to the music thing, I've had an understanding though. Like last year, music. If he doesn't make his music career the main thing that he's doing, but he keeps it
Yeah,
on the
like it's like a side gig.
then that's fine, because I can understand, like, sometimes making music isn't just for the fame or whatever. It's just because you genuinely
enjoy
love
making
it. So if his goal is that he just wants to rap and
I
he's
can
doing
respect
that,
that.
and he's still like paying bills or he still has a job or whatever, we can do this forever.
Yeah.
How long we want to do it. because
Right.
We can make you a
that's
little
what's
studio
up.
in the back of the house.
Right. I agree.
But I mean,
Cool.
if you still want to pursue, but you have something else going on, that's fine. But solely like not doing anything, you just sitting in the basement making beats and nobody's asking for your beats, that's not working.
No.
That's not working.
Honestly, I think like when it comes to career, anything really that isn't sport related, because I feel like sports has to do with like injury. Injury is, is unpredictable. But anything that you stay consistent, I've never seen a person that was consistent with something for years and fail. Like, you're
That's
going to
very true.
fail in the beginning, but if you're consistent with something, eventually you're going to break through.
That's true.
I just feel it's really just about like how long you're willing to go before you're like.
But that's what I'm saying for you,
you give
Jah'mal. How long are you willing to wait for somebody else? For somebody else.
Honestly,
'Cause
for
that's not your
for-
responsibility.
but-
It's theirs.
Yeah, but for a woman, it's like.
Do we even have a choice to wait?
Yeah, like,
Yes.
you feel me? Like I'm not, because honestly, I'm not relying on
Exactly.
a woman to be, the breadwinner. Like, regardless, I'm gonna be where I want to be. But
Or it
if
should be.
right, but if you got goals and you
But
want to
then-
do certain things,
Are you gonna be giving her money?
I'm saying if you're upholding your part in the relationship, like
So you're not giving her money.
No.
I didn't say that. Like, dang.
Nyla, whose side are you on?
Just saying,
Like, I ain't even get
You
to
didn't even
like,
answer the question
He
for real.
said as long as she's upholding her part.
like I was
finish.
literally speaking. So you're not giving him like, dang.
so no.
Here we go.
Okay.
As I was saying, if you're upholding your responsibilities in a relationship and doing what you need to do, I don't mind providing you feel me, money, time, help with whatever it is, the goal that you're
She's
trying
not
to
finna give you
achieve.
no money if you sitting on your behind in the
What's,
house.
Like, you
what's
feel
her
me?
goal? I mean, what's her job then?
You don't need a job though.
No, I mean, I feel like
because
there's a
think
whole
about
lot
it.
of it's just more than just sex.
Yeah.
The physical is a lot
Yeah.
mental. Like if you're so worried about your business that's very not successful right now, like you really ain't really pushing up for it, and you more worry about that than our relationship and being happy and making time for the things you're supposed to be loving for real, then you're not emotionally invested in what we got going on for real.
Yeah, but I think then that kind of questions like priorities and just age and stuff like that. Because I'm not gonna lie, like about this degree, I can cut off everybody. Like, you know,
That's
it's
what
cute.
supposed
It's
to be.
cute to have relationships as an accessory, but we're all young. You don't really need to be in one. Like, and
Especially
I
if
feel
you don't know how
like
to focus.
yeah, like if you can't prioritize or like divide your time, if you can't manage time well, then like you might just have to leave that relationship.
But that's
for
what
it.
you gotta. That's why you gotta reevaluate yourself. Because I feel like everybody don't really reevaluate themselves the way they even know that. I just feel like because we in college, it's the time we should explore, have relationships and stuff. But they don't really think about priorities. Like, okay, if I get in a relationship or if I miss it, such and such, how this gonna get in the way of my priorities or what I got going on? You
Very
feel me?
true.
I agree and disagree to a certain extent. I agree in a sense like that is how it's supposed to be. Like we're supposed to get our priorities straight. We are supposed to manage it. But I disagree in the sense that college is the time to mess up. So if you is gonna get in that messy
That's true.
relationship, get in it now. If you is gonna learn from that, so when you're 25, you're not stuck acting like a child and you petty in your
very
ways.
true.
You know what I'm saying? And so you trying to play this toxic. Oh no, we just not gonna do that. We too grown at that point. So learn it now, get it out your system, and then move.
Because that's a lot of times people like to say, oh, you know, we too old for that, we too grown for that. But at the same time, this is the
We not,
first
though.
time
Exactly.
we just got on our own. Like before this, you feel me? Like before this, we was literally living with our parents. Like this is our very beginning adult stages. Like we're not too old for that. Like mess up, learn from these experiences.
This is the baby phase of adulthood.
Literally.
Yeah, people out here still calling their mom. Hey mom, can you send me a few, bucks, please? Like,
Please.
let's get some food. Like,
Little
come
seed
on,
money.
dog.
Mhm.
Dead.
To answer your question, Haji, I would say I wouldn't focus more so on the time. It's just a matter of like as long as there is a plan established and how long they're following the plan. And even if the plan gets altered, like, okay, you're here now, okay, what's the next step? What are you doing to follow the next step? So if you're actually taking those necessary steps that you established to kind of reach that goal, because I mean I understand when you're establishing a goal and sometimes not every single step goes how you want it to, but if you learn how to adjust and you're still striving to complete that goal, or even if the goal is altered, you're still striving for something that you feel like is important to you, I'm going to support you. But if you just say, oh, I have such and such goal, but you have no plan, you have no step, no intention on how you plan to move forward, then that's where you kind of lost me. You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, just
Ryan Spinner.
who's turn is it next?
Nyla didn't go.
Okay, but yeah, I also do agree with Haji. Like, it's like I won't put like a time stamp on it, but like if you're showing me that you're like passionate and what you're trying to do and working up to it, I'm gonna stick beside him.
Yeah.
I'ma stick beside.
I mean, because he could be doing other stuff that's, you know, illegal. And I'm not going to lie. I'm just saying, like, let's be honest here. Like,
I get what you're saying, dude.
especially in Tallahassee. Like, I'd rather him in the basement making beats and nobody really listening to him than him dead. So it's just like, you kind of got to pick your poison, especially if you're dating someone in Tallahassee.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, they act like there's not
That's
that many
why we
options.
don't do that.
Right.
You want me for the
Right, question mark. Right, question mark.
I would say I kind of agree with like a lot of what you guys are saying in the sense of like it's not really based on like that I won't support them how long. Just gotta have a plan for real. Like you just have to have ambition behind it, and I feel like that's the biggest thing. Is like this generation don't know what hard work is, bro. Like it's messy in the sense of like everything is so instant. It's instant gratification that they want it right here, right now. That's why people don't know how to work hard for it. Because hard work, because there is people that know how to, that work ethic, you know what I'm saying? But there's some people that don't. And 9 times out of 10, if they're not getting it within the first few months, if they ain't blow up on TikTok yet, bro, they just
It's like, all right, bro, I ain't doing this,
So
bro.
consistency is key, and ambition behind it to keep going. But people don't really got that. So if my girl has that and be able to invest in whatever she has to do, I'm gonna stick through it for real, because I see that you working, because I know how it is being a content creator, trying to come up and do these things that we talking about now.
Honestly, it's like before social media and stuff came around, there was no like real timeline on how long certain things were supposed to take.
That'll work.
Like literally, like back in the day, whenever people had a goal or something they were trying to achieve, they would just do it until they
get out the house
until they got it. Like it was no real. But it's just like now everybody's kind of, dang, how this person did this in 2 months and it's taking me.
Most definitely.
Because they're not even showing the 6 months before.
Money for all of that. Everybody want to be rich in 2 seconds. Everybody want to be rich by 22.
I think.
But we ain't even graduated by 22.
Okay, this was 2 things.
Well,
I
that's
was
the
thinking
thing.
about.
You know how they try to do? They make it seem like we wasting money and time by being in college when they wasting money and time too. You spending the same money and time whether you go to college or whether you don't. But you got to think about that investment. It costs us $17,000 for real.
Me personally, I think college is a scam, but we getting scammed together. So hey.
Well, that's but my whole thing is I'd rather see the scam in plain sight than be out on my own wasting the same. You know how much money we touch in a year.
Yeah.
The people not in college, they touching that same money, spending that same money on stuff they'll never see. At least we have
something that we're working towards.
Right.
But I would say this though, there's some people that just ain't gonna make it, and it may be your boo thing. I'm not gonna lie to you, because cause check this out, cause there's someone that's gonna need to pick up that trash from this time to that time. We gonna need trashmen, we gonna need nurses, we gonna need plumbers, we gonna need people that's gonna do the dirty work regardless. So.
Everybody can't make it.
Everybody can't make it, and it sucks to say that, but everybody got their dreams and ambitions. Who gonna get it first? Who gonna work hard enough to get it? Is it gonna be my girl? Is it gonna be your man's? I don't know, and that's what we gonna see. But I know I'm gonna get it.
I'm gonna get it.
I'm gonna get it.
I'm gonna get it. So hey.
Now, one more thing I'm gonna say before we move over to the next topic is I think I do agree to what you said to an extent to where our generation don't really know about hard work for real. I don't think it's that we don't know how to work hard completely. I think we don't know how to be patient in a sense.
That's good. That's good.
Cause like y'all was saying, like people when they start out, they got all that momentum, they ready to put the work in. But when you don't see what they're striving for, they're looking for at a certain time period, they're like, they just gonna give up. You feel me? So I feel like you have to have that certain amount of patience within yourself to really understand, okay, this is not where I'm at right now, but I'm gonna get there.
Yeah.
And then you gotta really evaluate, okay, what do I gotta do from here to get to certain to get to where you.
But also too, I'm not gonna lie, you'll save a lot of time and energy with proper planning. And sometimes I do know like there can be hiccups and stuff, and then you have to revert or move around. But for the most part, if you stick to your original goal and don't get distracted, you'll be fine. Like I agree with the whole hard work thing, but at the same time, in our generation, it's like a lot of people before us worked hard, so we didn't have to, so we won't really have to. And I believe in working smarter and not hard, because it's just like hard work is tiring. I don't want to feel like my dream is a job.
And that's valid. And there's no reason for us to be
hard work. It just
because there's everything on our phone that we be on 24/7. If you want to learn something, Google it. If you want to do it, YouTube it. Like there's so many things, and there's so many people that. But at the same time, it's that patience and that work ethic. Are you exactly? Are you gonna do the work to Google it to go do that? See, at that point, then people just lazy. It's right on your phone. All you gotta do is switch one app instead of being on Snapchat. Go to the other TikTok.
That's true. So you swap it out.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I got 2 perspectives to add. I was listening to the Playmakers on Saturday, and they were talking about a lot of the athletes going into the transfer portal after 1 bad year, and that's another example of how people aren't patient. They want to get to the league, get their dreams, this, that, and the third, but you got to build with a team. You got to stay there. You can't just, oh, dang, we didn't win, I'm gone.
Most definitely.
Especially a FAMU team.
Well,
because
honestly,
a lot of our basketball players are transfers, so there's no chemistry there. That's why we lost a lot. But next year, we got potential.
And to be honest, I ain't even gonna lie to you. You is very 100% true. But now in this generation, it's not even about loyalty to a team and working hard. It's about that money. Because players getting paid.
But my whole thing is, if you're just trying to make money, why would you play at FAMU?
No, that's true. But at the same time, there was people that didn't have. I ain't gonna hold you. FAMU was a big JUCO in a sense.
That's
like
right.
FAMU was a place where a lot of people get a second chance to redeem themselves and get to learn from their mistakes, because a lot of them either went big and came down, or they started off low and kept on coming up. So it's a good middle ground for a lot of athletes, and it's great. But now in this generation, if you hitting that FC or FBS D1, you getting paid. You gonna touch some bread. So if my first year of school where I'm at ain't giving me the enough what I think I'm worth, I'm gonna go somewhere else, and they gonna support me. Because that's what it's about now. It's not about the skill and the talent. It's about who going. This cats out now that are 19 or 17 coming out of high school, touching $3.5 million contracts for one thing, and they're sponsored by how many people? Like, it's crazy now.
Like
and I love
Angel
it.
Reese,
I
She
love
the
it.
top NIL. Right
Yeah, most
I
definitely.
saw that.
Bronny Jr. Oh man,
Bronny
I love
finna
it.
be.
But
Ooh.
what he already got? He touching
Yeah.
millions, man.
Millions.
And I love it because it's work. That's what it's all about.
He
It's
don't even
giving.
need his daddy.
That's touching their flowers, but they getting their respect now because for a lot, the man was working off a lot of these athletes, and they was eating off these athletes, and these athletes couldn't touch not a dime, nothing. They wasn't getting what they
It was
deserved.
dead, bro.
Dead, bro, and they still
They
didn't make it.
still need more,
Didn't
but-
make it to the NFL. So now you just busted doing all of that for what 5-7 years, 6 years, and you ain't touch a dime. That's crazy.
Nah, for real.
Moral of the story: don't date an athlete.
Oh, also the second perspective I had was for journalists. In a lot of our classes, they tell us to start with a small company instead of going to the Good Morning Americas, the ESPNs. They want us to start with like the local news channels and stuff like that. But that's because they want us to learn. But a lot of people they not hearing that, and they go straight to the ESPNs and mess up.
Unprepared.
And now
It's
they
hard
have
to
a
get a
job.
job. Yep.
So
Also, too, it doesn't
Be
give you
patient.
that flexibility to mess up, like
Yeah.
on a local station and stuff like that. Like,
and at a
They're
local
more
station,
prone
you
to
can
work
do
with you.
More stuff.
yeah,
You can anchor, you can produce, you can write, you can do this and
yeah, it's flexible.
Everybody think they the it, and sometimes.
I mean, sometimes you are the it though, but we're
you
human
but you
and we
gonna know
mess
when
up.
you are, and other
Yeah.
people gonna make that very relevant, like and show it. So
girl, you ain't nothing.
Okay, come on, Ryan.
All right, so the next topic is to what extent is it right or wrong to like black or white?
Oh,
So,
this you.
Yeah, this me. So basically,
Fight for the white women so hard on here.
oh my gosh. I love my black women. Let me just put that out there first. But it was a conversation me and Ma was having. I don't remember what it was about. I'm not going to lie. Or who we were talking about. I don't know. But one thing we was talking about that I do remember, it seemed like when how black men are more frowned upon when they date white women versus when black women they date.
Oh, I remember. I remember. Okay, look.
Yeah.
So check this out. Y'all
Wait,
see?
I didn't finish.
Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I lost my thought now. Go ahead.
All right. Basically, I was saying like y'all know how the IOTAs came out or whatever.
Yeah.
And like y'all know how there's a light bright one.
Ricky Taylor.
Right. So I remember
White boy
like
Rick.
hearing some of my homegirls like, oh my God, he is so fine. Like you feel me? I want him. And it was just like you feel me? I'm not gonna be like, what,
You ain't watching. You
feel
ain't
me?
be watching. Yeah.
but it's just like, hey. But it's just like if it was the opposite way around.
No, I just want to point this out before you finish. I didn't go to the probate, but I did. I was watching it on live, and I just want to point out, like, in the black community, why do we give white people so many accolades for doing stuff that black people do all the time? Did y'all realize that the applause that he got was so much louder and bigger than every other person on the line?
I don't know why it is like that.
Like-
I can admit that it's more exciting, or it's something you can talk about when you see like a white person out of place. I wouldn't say that, but like when
Yeah, I
you
know
see a white person doing something that black people do on a regular, something like that,
Because
it's
they
kinda
are
like,
the minorities.
It's like
They are
But-
the
I don't know. It kind of made me kind of like feel away because, like, okay, it's not even about white people joining D9. Like that argument, I feel like it's old and tired. I don't care. Because I feel like as a white person, if you're going out of your way to take the initiative to learn that much about history, as much as you have to learn online, like, if you're trying to do that and you want to do it next to black people, like, kudos to you. Like, you're a super ally. But, like, there's no way he got out doing a little dance and we're cheering louder for him. And then they do all of this and we're just like,
I don't see nothing wrong with it. To be honest.
I don't
Because at the same
get
time,
why
it's the same way
the
that
applause
these
isn't the
athletes and all
same.
that they get glorified by these white people. Like these QBs that are getting paid millions.
But it's different though because they're
But they the
actually gaining
minorities,
something
though.
from it. We're not gaining anything from cheering for white people.
So what are we gonna do?
I mean, what did they?
I'm sure I'm saying yes, it's fine to cheer, but everybody
saying
needs the
keep
same
it, yeah.
uproar.
Nah,
Like there's no way I can audibly hear the difference between the applause for a white person, and this is any Oregon campus. The applause for a white person, and then I can audibly hear that it's lower for black people.
Well, can you
But
say
it's the black
that,
people clapping.
Can you say that a black person going to PWI, joining a white frat, would get that applause?
No, it wouldn't get that applause.
Why?
You don't think so?
I think they
I
would.
think it's shown as like
Bro,
the white
white
man.
people are
He's that
cool.
token white boy
Yeah,
that
I
everybody's
rock
like,
with some white people.
I mean, yeah,
All of them
sure,
do. With
token
some
white
of
people
them.
rock, but I'm just
Right.
saying,
But that's why
like,
they're cheering so loud because you're like, oh,
They're the
but
minority
being a
in
token
that
white
situation.
person versus being a token
I'm not gonna
black
lie,
person is two
being
different
the
things.
underdog in any situation, you're going to get that.
But
oh
even
my
though
God,
him
shock
being white,
factor.
what I'm trying to explain is him being white doesn't make him an underdog. It just makes him white.
Okay.
But everybody knows
He's
that.
at a HBCU.
Everybody
Haji.
don't know that.
Get it white.
You're
boy.
still white. You still have the
Haji,
same
he's
privilege.
at a HBCU though.
He still has the same privilege.
He's at a HBCU.
He can go to Walmart right
He don't
now
get-
and
he
nobody
don't get
knows
privilege
he goes to
here.
FAMU. Nobody
There
knows.
is no
You don't
privilege
got the
here.
juice
White
like
people
that.
do get privilege here, bruh.
When was the last
But
white
who?
family president we had?
Let's not trip, bruh. White people do still have privilege no matter where they go.
Not here.
agree.
I'm sorry.
White
I ain't gonna lie.
people still
I can't get behind
White
that
people
one.
still have
I'm sorry.
privilege,
I can't.
especially here.
Haji,
They
I
all
can't-
hang out with
no.
each other, except
Because
for
they're all
one.
in the band. They
I
all
can't
doing
get behind that
something.
one. I'm sorry.
And they all here for a reason. That's what I've come to
sorry.
realize. Like
yeah,
all the white people I've seen,
They're here
they
for
not
a
here.
Bree
just
where I'm at. Bree's where I'm at.
Some of them can, be here for, just because they want. But some of them really here to do something because
a lot of them
they
be
got
on,
an offer.
Yeah, a lot of
scholarship.
them either
but
play sports or are in the band.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know
Or a scholarship house.
a white boy that is just here because he
Just
wanted to come to
because.
FAM. I can't think of any off the top of my head. If you
I mean,
are,
but that's the same
But
thing with the
they kudos.
PWI too. A lot of black people, they go for the
No.
money. you
it's
feel
not
me?
the same thing. It's not.
But not every
It's-
black person the same though. Because there's some
Okay.
people that grew up in the
Okay,
trenches.
but
that
all I'm
grew up
saying
in
is
on the
we
white
don't-
picket fence.
All I'm saying is a white person going to a HBCU still has the same benefits that a white person would have at a PWI, if not more.
because
a bl-
now they're that cool
A
white
black
boy that
person,
goes to
you
the
go
black
to a
HBCU.
PWI thinking you're gonna get more opportunities, but all you're doing is fighting harder than the next person. Just because you're black, white people get more benefits regardless of where they go.
But like, I just never met any white people here that's had that benefits. Like,
Bro,
I never
I
met
don't think
Ricky
I
Taylor.
really
ain't
know
even
enough to
Ricky
where
Taylor.
I could
don't
say
know what that
otherwise.
is.
Like I don't know.
Okay.
it.
I know. I
don't
definitely
know
do.
white
I
people
definitely
that go
understand.
pull
I
my
just
hair
don't
out.
see it though. Like,
I've never
I just
talked to
can't
no
get
white
behind
person
it.
at the school.
I just haven't.
All I'm
Other
saying,
than some
all I'm
football
saying
players.
is let's cheer for everybody if they crossing. That's just all I'm gonna say. Like, I felt uncomfortable hearing the uproar be that loud.
That's just social status though.
It don't matter.
I ain't gonna lie. What if
That's
he's
just
just known?
It don't
What if
matter.
he's just known
It's
on
a
campus?
D9
I ain't gonna lie.
frat,
Like you said, at the end of the day, there is only so many white people on campus. So when you see a white person, you notice them. Oh, that's such and such.
Especially if you see him all the time.
You feel me?
At least
Y'all
he,
not
at least he on the right
understanding.
side of the track,
Bro,
Man
doing
got
what he
500
doing.
followers.
Exactly. Like y'all not
See who looking
That
at that?
don't mean he's.
Y'all are talking about social status. Like
This is not a
Bro,
social
social
status.
media and real life
This-
status are two different things.
But this
bro.
is
Yeah.
Like
bruh,
you can't use social
either
media.
way.
and, like,
y'all not seeing y'all not understand what I'm trying to say. All I'm
I
trying to
understand what
say
you're
is
saying. Everybody should get the same treatment
Okay,
regardless.
He did the bare minimum, not just him specifically, but in general. White people do the bare minimum.
They do.
And they get double times the accolade. Black people do above the bare minimum and,
that's
they
just-
get
and
less.
that- and
Okay,
that's just
okay,
the
okay, so let me
unfair
ask you
double
this.
standard.
Okay, so
It
let
don't
me
have
ask
to
you
be
this.
that though. If we're at a HBCU, it shouldn't even be that.
So what you want us
Okay.
to do when he crosses? Just be quiet.
I'm not saying be quiet. I'm saying if you're doing woo for a white person, you need to be doing the same exact thing for a black person.
Well, I was cheering for everybody, so hey.
Be a little bit different though. The excitement of seeing a white boy dance, that could be another
Right.
thing. When I tell
With
you,
rhythm.
Right, he was dancing.
when he took off his
rhythm.
little thing or whatever, I don't know about the rhythm. but
Right, I saw the
when
dancing.
He took off the thing, like it's the excitement
just like,
of
oh, you
there's
different,
this
you
white
got-
boy
yeah.
doing this dance. and
Right.
It's
like
people are
Eminem
more excited.
when he
It's
started
not
rapping.
necessarily
Yeah.
Like, I totally
Eminem
get
is
what you're
different,
saying,
but yeah.
like,
Nah, Eminem is different.
louder.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I understand too.
But I
Like,
think it mostly was the excitement of he's doing this dance, and like I personally feel as if like white people can't dance, blah 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 blah, but he's doing it on stage. Oh my gosh, now let me laugh and cheer. I'm laughing, I'm kikiing, and I think that
Right.
could be another thing that
I agree.
Audience
but I'm just
turn
saying
around.
we're
you
in a
work for it, I
space
ain't
where
gonna lie
we
to
need
you.
to be cognitive of our actions and the delivery, and I just feel like,
So
when I saw him dance, I was like, oh, okay. That's what I got. It didn't give me. I'm a
Is
cheer
this
louder
topic
than
talking
him.
about relationships?
My bad,
The-
Ryan. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
this-
We done
this
took
a-
it to a whole nother place.
Yeah, I mean y'all good. No, I like
just had to get out my
this
chest.
convo. I like this convo.
I'm saying though,
So
I just want to know how is he different from Eminem? It's essentially the same thing. Eminem was a minority doing something.
But what I'm saying is Eminem is such a good lyricist that he actually was going above and beyond on the same level as black people, if not better
Right.
than a
But-
lot of black rappers.
Ricky Taylor did the same thing.
at
Ricky Taylor went through his process too to earn his
at
letters.
HBCUs, white people come and do the bare minimum.
So you
The
think
accolades
so?
just
Okay,
for
so
being
no,
white.
Haji, be so for real right now. You think that white boy went through that process and they gave him like leeway?
Gave it?
If
I
anything, they
don't-
gave him more hell than anybody.
I
Like,
don't
what?
know, and I don't care. All I'm saying is
That's unfair.
he did the same process as everybody else and got more applause.
He probably
That's
did
all
it
I'm
though.
saying.
That's what you're not understanding. He's white.
They're not just letting white people into D9. Like,
okay, but all I'm saying is he signed up for it at the end of the day.
right, and he made it through.
Well, I'm saying though, because you're saying that he's doing the bare minimum though. But the fact that he put himself through all of that, that's insane itself.
It's not the bare minimum.
No, what's that?
Wait.
This is alleged. Y'all cannot prove that he went through a harder process.
Haji.
Because if he did, that would be discrimination, and that would also be wrong.
You can't prove that he did the
All
bare
I'm saying is, hypothetically speaking, he did the same process as his other line brothers who just so happened to be black.
That doesn't mean that's the bare minimum though.
Right.
I'm not saying it's bare minimum.
You did. Oh my God.
What's up, Bree?
I said no, because y'all misquoting me. I said white people. I'm not talking about him right now. I said white people come to HBCU campuses and black spaces, do the bare minimum, get the same applause.
What exactly is the bare minimum?
As far as this particular student, he did the process with the rest of his line brothers who are black and got a louder applause during the probate. Do I think that's super wrong? Like, I get it, excitement, white people dancing, yay. But this is a HBCU where people go to escape white spaces so that they can get applauded for dancing and doing stuff.
So you just expect us to tell
black people do not
love each other. So don't matter where it is, where it at, you're not gonna get that love.
We're not gonna just boo the white person. Say, oh, you white, you can't be here. You feel me?
I'm not saying nobody should have booed.
As cool as everybody be making
Why
it
are they getting mad at me? Because I said we should have cheered louder for the black people at the same time.
Okay,
we should have cheered.
What about the campus? What about the campus?
This much for a white person. You didn't cheer this much for a black person.
Who got the most juice at the Capitals? Who got the most juice at the Capitals?
What Haji is trying
What do you mean?
Who got the most juice? Because there was someone that got way more applaud than one other. So what's wrong with like?
All I'm saying is he should not have
Nyla gotta say something.
much applause compared to the rest of his line brothers. Because the only difference between all of them is that he's white.
Right. And that's new.
Right.
That's refreshing. It's nice to see something like that.
Is
because
it?
It is
Okay.
refreshing.
Is it?
Okay. So Bree,
Wait.
Okay.
The conference has 9 big, like the really big black fraternity and sororities. That conference, D9 is like the only conference that is like at that caliber.
Mm-hmm.
There's at least I think there's like 3 conferences of white fraternities and sororities that are at that caliber. So is it really an accolade for a white person to join one of the 9 when he had thousands other ones to join?
Yes.
From where? At a HBCU? Yeah.
At FAMU at that?
If he was at the tracks and then he did D9, that's like okay.
That's like okay.
You could have had another
All I'm saying, like I said, like I'm happy for him. Yay for being free. But I'm just saying it for the purpose that HBCUs and D9 organizations were created for. All I'm saying is that it made me uncomfortable to hear him get a louder applause than everybody else. I just feel like everybody should have had the same, if not like, you know what I'm saying? It should have all been the same.
We can all agree to disagree, and that's okay.
Huncho had said something about this, but you do have to realize, as a black community as a whole, he said we're not all friendly. We're not.
Right.
And I get it. Like, you support.
We don't like seeing each other.
We don't even support
right.
each other.
Like
we say we do.
Okay.
This is why we didn't loudly clap for the black people, because I can't say that I'm over here because they're black and I'm black and we're all black, because that's not how it is at HBCU.
Right.
You know, we're not. There's nobody.
I don't like him. He was talking about me last week.
Everybody is not.
And then there's different black people.
On the same playing field, you know? And I get
and that's
what
another thing I had to learn coming here too.
We should support because we are at a HBCU and that's what we do, but we don't do that. Like,
so all I'm gonna say is that we should, and that we should start a new movement where we do that, because
and it starts here, and that's why we talking about it.
All I'm saying is, like I said, white people gonna have that privilege no matter where they go. Like,
so you saying support everybody the same regardless of who they are?
It don't sound like it, but that's what she's trying to say.
Yeah.
It don't sound like, but that's what she's trying to say.
Yeah.
And it makes sense though.
That's basically what I'm saying.
I just
and
think
then there's
that,
different people.
But like, I hate to make it a race thing, but
okay. So give us another example. That was gonna be my question. So what? So
I don't think that was a good example.
When you think of that, it's more so like,
because D9 in itself is a big accomplishment.
Yeah.
So
it's a big accomplishment
for anybody.
I've heard this before where we do, as black people, praise white people more for doing stuff that black people do on the regular.
Because
because they're like, okay, y'all have to realize.
But why is that okay?
Because listen. Black people are naturally athletic. We know we're naturally.
That's not okay.
What?
That's not okay. That's not okay.
Can I finish?
Praise other people.
Can I finish though?
No, let him finish. Let him finish.
We know Black people are naturally athletic. We know we're naturally musically inclined. We have rhythm. It's all in our blood. It's in our genes. White people come from a culture where they don't have that at all. We see that and we're like, white people can't jump. They can't beat me in this. They can't. So it's like, dang, this white boy actually.
When they do.
It's like, all right,
like, wow, that's
you got that. Like, you feel me? I'm gonna give you your props.
How
and
many
what's
black
wrong with
quarterbacks
that?
we see out now? Now that's popular, but before
What's wrong
it was
with
all
that?
white dudes.
Okay.
So it's
Like,
goes-
it's like honestly,
I'm
like
not
saying there's anything wrong with
we
it.
can't accept change or want people to look at us equally or as, you know, like as an equal if we're not gonna give them their props as well. Like,
Well,
you have
that's
to
the thing. When you come-
the
like
topic
of
you feel me?
equality is a whole nother thing as well.
Like-
Because first of all, it's just kind of tricky because when it comes to like athleticism and musicality and things like that, it's just like white people have their own stuff already, and we're still fighting to be able to express ourselves in the way that we need to express ourselves, regardless of if we're naturally good at it, if we're naturally even having a podcast. Like, Black people just started being able to talk how they need to talk and like communicate with each other and have dialogue on air and not be scrutinized for it. Black people just like, it's recent. Black people just got allowed to be on the radio and do stuff like this.
But that's
So,
also time, though.
I understand time, but all I'm
Because time has
saying is,
definitely changed.
if a white person is gonna do, like, they all have their own stuff already. Like, they have their own little dancing genres.
Right.
They have their own music.
Cool.
They have their own stuff. I'm not saying like they shouldn't get accoladed for doing stuff that Black people already do well, but we're still fighting to be able to do what we do. So until we've resolved what we got going on, I just don't think it's our business to be like, oh wow, look at you, you're a white person who can rap.
Why?
It's gonna be a
Honestly, you're not.
constant
If I can't do it to my fullest extent, why should he be able to do it?
You're not
Okay,
looking
I
at it.
figured
You're
out
not
an
looking. You're not
example.
looking at it
I
the
figured out
same.
a good example.
Hold on, Bree.
Oh,
Before
well, so when it's time for you to
hold
talk,
on, Bree.
I can't talk.
one, because I was speaking before you
Wow.
like before you were speaking. I was trying to get my point off.
If we
But-
gonna be technical, I never even got to ask my question, but that's okay.
But
did it.
but
I'm
like
sorry, Ryan.
but I'm just saying, like, honestly, as a like Haji, you're looking at it as a perspective of, oh, like, they're kind of gonna, like, they're jumping into a space that was made for us and we're so welcoming. But it's like, honestly,
They
if
are
you
and
want,
we are. That's exactly what I'm saying.
But honestly, you want to know why we're so welcoming? Because we're not welcoming with each other.
That's not why we're so welcoming. We're so welcoming
No,
because we've been oppressed, and letting them in the space is the only way we've been allowed to have it.
No. We're so welcoming.
gosh,
We're so welcoming
y'all.
into this because we don't support each other. But listen, let me finish.
Even-
because when they
here we
come
go.
in, it is something different. So, this is something different. Oh, I like something different other than the same old. Because we
It's
don't
never
support
been the
each
same
other.
old. We don't support each other because we have not been allowed the opportunity to support
I
each
gotta
other.
call BS
We
on
were
that.
we haven't
I
been
gotta call
allowed to be
We're here
loving
at
toward one
HBCU.
another.
We are allowed to, and you gotta make the
okay,
choice
but
too, and nobody
ultimately,
does.
bro, even the majors here at a HBCU, they're training you to go into a corporate America
Full of white people.
white space. And they're not a lot, especially SBI. Like, a lot of times you're not learning, oh yeah, it's y'all against the world. That you're learning it's you against the world. So even sometimes when you get out into those spaces, you're still competing against the next Black person that came from another HBCU.
at the end of the day,
So it's never been, oh, people just got tired of the same thing, so we just let white people in our space. No, white people white people stole jazz, so we had to allow white people to have jazz so that we could have jazz too. That's how it happens with a lot of stuff.
That goes so. We talking about more in like now, like even with we
It's
have
the-
a whole space
okay,
of
but what-
HBCU.
but
It's
what-
just full of us to
What's
support
happening
each other.
now
We're
is a
still not
reflection
supporting
of
each
what
other.
happened in the past.
But we can change it. So
It
it's
was
just
never-
same
my
old.
whole
It was
ideology
never-
is if you keep that mindset,
You're not
racism
gonna-
is never gonna change. Nothing is ever gonna be
That-
fixed
y'all
because
not
you're
missing,
be-
y'all
because-
missing the big
Y'all
picture.
missing it.
We never started racism.
I
so-
understand that. I
okay,
understand that.
so
But honestly,
my
there has to-
mentality
there has
is
to
not
be-
going to progress racism because it's not my responsibility to end it.
It's your responsibility to do something about it.
No, it's
with that,
not.
But with
It's
that
not my
mindset,
responsibility
you're
to do
never going to
anything.
get anywhere because you're just gonna
Come
be
on,
like,
what?
Okay, here's my example. My example is more so fashion. Take how Kim Kardashian will
Yep.
get extensions
Call her name.
or okay,
Well,
let's
they
just
can
say
do it
that she got let's take hoop earrings. White girls started wearing hoop earrings. I'm just like,
Right.
oh my God, this the best fashion trend ever, but black women been doing it forever.
Mm-hmm.
But we
now
don't
it's
congratulate.
We don't congratulate them.
Yes, we
That's
do.
the
Yes,
difference.
how?
No,
Yes,
we don't.
how?
No, we do not.
How?
Black
Who is y'all? Now it's
Black women support Kim Kardashian.
Okay,
Well,
but
I ain't a
then
black woman,
Why
so-
do we support her more than we support Taraji P. Henson then?
I say
But that's what I'm
But
saying.
I ain't a
what I'm
black
saying
woman,
is
so-
the media has catapulted Kim Kardashian and her family and a lot of other white people that take.
And who
from
watch
us.
her show? Black
Because-
women.
because-
Okay, but
Who's
we're not-
involved? Kanye, with all these black men that are involved, bring the black people
Okay,
there.
but what
I
I'm
don't
saying
watch the
is you have to
Kardashians.
look at
I
it on a
don't, dude.
majority minority level. Majority of black people, including black men, which you guys are a part of that demographic. I'm not saying y'all subscribe to that ideology, but at the same time, the majority of our people have been forced to indulge in that propaganda because of white media execs pushing that agenda on us. So all I'm saying is, if an HBCU is the place where you're supposed to go against the grain and have a safe space, we should be enthused to be like, okay, period, a black person doing something that black people been doing for 100 years, but at least now they're safe while doing it. At least
But
they have
that's
the freedom
it's
to
still
do it.
there
We're
though.
still, I don't understand it because at the end of the day, we don't support each other. Like I'm telling
But
you,
us not supporting each other has nothing to do with us supporting a white person. Like, I don't think y'all are
that's
getting
what I'm saying.
it.
But if we
We're-
can't support each other, how are we supposed to move and
But
grow?
you're not
Because
getting. You're not
the
getting
reason we
it
support
either,
white
though,
people
Haji.
all together is because we were forced
Who
to do it. So
supports
it's
white
ingrained.
people?
And what?
Who really
Nothing was
support
ingrained.
Haji? Who really deep down supports
How
white?
many of y'all shop
Be
at
for real.
Walmart?
Be for real.
Don't you?
Where else? We like what? Bro, ain't gonna lie.
Where
Listen,
else am I
Ryan,
supposed
Ryan,
to
change the
shop?
topic.
Wiggly?
I'm
No,
gonna
don't
get
say
hot.
nobody
I'm gonna get
support
hot
white people. Y'all
because
support white
this
people
don't even
every
make
day.
sense.
So what are y'all?
Everybody need to calm down. You feel me?
Okay.
It's-
Cool.
All right.
First of all, I want to shout out Attack
Yay.
because they had their big show on Saturday.
Big Founders Day.
It was a really good show.
That's good.
Yes,
Shout
it was
out to
also
them boys.
Founders Day. We got them like a little cake. It's a
Y'all
balloon.
snapped. I'm not gonna lie.
It
Y'all
was so
snapped.
cute. Because we were supposed to go to the Flame. We didn't even get to go to the Flame because they was preparing for Big Show. And I also want to shout out Elite.
Yes.
Because
Geeked up,
our
geeked
big show
up.
is on Sunday. And we've been working very hard. And it's going to be a very good show. So
Y'all should buy a ticket.
Get
I'm
y'all
hosting the show
tickets.
too.
I
Mhm.
got tickets on hand. It's $10. And be there or be square. Because you're going to miss out on a good time. And
what
that's
she
it.
said.
That's
Mhm.
it. I'm done.
Yeah. I just want to give a big shout out to the cast for showing up again. You know, we had a very interesting episode, but yeah, big shout out to my pageant girls. Them girls have been putting in so much work. This is going to be the best pageant of the semester of the school year.
I like it.
Nyla looking at you.
Damn, you doing too
you know,
much.
the best pageant of the school year, respectfully to all the other
I ain't gonna lie, I've been
awards, but,
watching them. They
hey, but also
but y'all pageant gonna be big too. Well, I'm
Yeah,
saying y'all like I'm not in the order.
but you know, also a big shout out to my young boys for coming out. T44. Shout out to them boys. Them boys worked hard. Shout out to my brothers R25. And shout out to the family and the friends back at home that's listening to, you know, another episode of Millennials in Motion. I appreciate y'all for the support, even though, you feel me, I'm not able to say it all the time, but it really means a lot to me. So thank y'all.
I just want to first say a shout out to Millennials in Motion for real. I appreciate y'all having me on the show. This has been amazing. It's really opened up my eyes to a lot of potential that I've been seeing for myself and really trying to grow. So big shout out to y'all. Another shout out to my brothers, man. T44, R25, everybody else, you know what I'm saying? Big trees. Shout out to them boys, man. Hey, y'all pop out Friday. We finna have a cookout, pie a tree. It's just gonna be good
I'll
times,
be
good
there.
vibes for sure. Tell your
field
friends.
day?
Yeah, a little field day. What this is, I think it's the 15th or what? That's the 14th. Yeah, April 14th.
Friday, yeah.
Y'all pop out around 4 o'clock and we just gonna get it going. And then shout out to Port Boys. You know, we gonna keep it live and keep it crunk all the time. You already know what's going on. And then shout out to my mom. You know I love you, mama.
Shout out to God always. Shout out to the crew.
Amen.
Shout out to the motion movers. Shout out to my family and friends back home. Shout out to my brothers, my R25 brothers, my new T44 brothers, all the trees. And yeah, again, big shout out to the crew. I miss shooting with y'all. So, and shout out to Camilla too, since she's not here this episode. Big
Shout out to her. We
Yeah.
miss you so much.
We definitely do.
Shout out to Millennials in Motion. I'm sure I said that wrong. Thank you so much for having me on your show. It has been fun. I definitely want to come back again and again and again. I want to shout out to my mom. She got me through a hard week. Here we are, Wednesday. But you know, Shout out to my friends. I want to shout out to Bree for giving me more opportunities through J School. She really be putting her girl on. And yeah, that's it.
I don't have any shout outs. My word of the week is find love.
That's 2 words.
Yeah.
Well,
Her phrase of the week. Her phrase of the week.
Let's not do that because I meant word as in like word. That's
Jesus,
the word.
grammar police.
Don't do that.
So the word is love or find
I just
love?
feel like Ryan need to be quiet. He's
It's
not even in
fine
J
love.
school.
I think
trying to correct somebody
Can I
on some
finish?
grammar.
But for someone who's not in J school, who started all this, okay.
I see your mouth moving. I don't hear anything.
You want me to mute your
Y'all
mic
like-
again?
y'all like
You want me
a-
to mute
y'all
your
like
mic
a
again?
bunch of
Oh, what that
little
mean?
kids.
What that mean? Oh, okay.
Go, Bree.
My apologies, Bree.
Because he doing a lot.
You doing a lot, young lady. She done became a sister. Don't know how to act now.
Bruh, you been wanting to say that. You've been wanting to say that. Like, you've been wanting to say that.
Go ahead, Bree. I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say, find self-love.
That's big.
There you go.
All right.
I got one more thing. So I just do want to shout out to God. That boy remind me for allowing this opportunity and being able to be virtuosity. Yeah, big word right there. That's
virtuosity.
doing the common uncommonly well. So, yeah, shout out to that boy God for real. That boy gonna get me right.
Amen.
Anyways,
Yeah, hey.
Oh my God. I'm gonna give you a hug after this. She need a hug. That's
and then there was the last, not to be mistaken for the least. I just want to give a shout out to God first, above all. I want to give a shout out to all my friends. Y'all got the list. I want to shout out to my sisters. D53, y'all already know what it is. I want to give a shout out to our guests today. Y'all were so amazing. It's been a while since I've been back. Y'all made it great. Y'all made my first week back so good. I want to give a shout out to PBM because let's shout out PBM.
Oh no.
Also, cut off her mic. I also want to give a shout out to Ryan and his brothers. I don't know if I'm gonna shout out the whole thing, but I'm gonna shout out Ryan and his brothers because last night y'all teed up at Cancun's.
Always, you feel me?
Yay. Y'all made it a good time. Oh, let's give a shout out to Miss April and PDR. She was being nice today.
That's the front lady.
Yeah, shout out to her.
Yeah, she be
All right.
grumpy sometimes.
That's it for me though.
On a real note, though, before we do end off too, I do definitely want to say congrats to you, Haji, for real, because I know you've been stressy.
Yeah,
like,
y'all. I've been gone. That's why I've been gone, y'all. So yeah. Where did the episode go?
Goals of SoundCloud.
Okay, babe.
That's the word.
Sounds good.
Goals of SoundCloud.
Yes, make sure you guys DM the page with that keyword.
Millennials.n.motion. Goals or SoundCloud.
You'll be able to be on the show, so go ahead and do that.
Maybe.
Oh, that's what it is? Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, you DM the word of the day and you get to.
Make sure y'all give us some topics you guys want to hear about also
Yeah,
on the
please.
Instagram page.
And hopefully in the future, man, y'all see your boy Huncho on the show, man. I gotta get it in motion. I gotta speak in existence, work by faith, not by
Like
sight.
that. Well, with that being said, thank y'all again for listening to another installment of Millennials in Motion. We hope y'all have a great and blessed week. And stay tuned for the next episode. Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Signing out.
Love y'all.
Millennials in Motion is a product of WANM-FM 90.5 in the School of Journalism and Graphic Communication at Florida A&M University.